while the sun was out. And that is precious.
That's the notebook.
Because I'm not dropping it low and spreading it wide for coffee.
Right.
For our grandparents. But are we gonna put more with that mark in that prayer? What action are we gonna put in place?
I like Chili's goal, but listen,
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ladies POV. As most of you know, we are a panel of ladies that discuss some hot topics, trending topics, things that are going on in just around the area. And I hesitated because there's so much going on, as we know right now, with Texas. So first off, I'm Devin, and I'm also joined by Lucretia and Miss Rue. And of course, I would like to ask everyone to like and subscribe. You know, we appreciate any contributions you make, but I want to do a check-in, a functional check-in, a mental health check-in. How is everyone considering?
I think I'm good. I'm alive.
I'm here. I'm happy. My kids are fine. Most of my house is okay. So yeah.
And everybody's smiling. Everybody's smiling, although I think people can see there's a little bit behind it because Rue's smile especially looks super fake. It's
No, it's great. I'm great. I'm peachy.
There's a lot behind our smiles, but as you mentioned, we're all safe above ground, looking, standing up, looking down, you know what I'm saying? And because so many have gone through so many things. What's up, Lamar? As we know, y'all, millions and millions of Texans are still in the dark actually today due to this horrible deadly storm that happened here in Texas. And it will go down as one of the worst blackouts in decades. And people were going without power and water, as we dropped to some of the lowest temperatures that Texas has seen, on top of the temperatures. Then we had snow. And everybody is on ERCOT and the grids, their responsibility. And basically what we're going to do in the future to try to prevent this from happening. Where are you ladies with ERCOT and, I don't know, this horrible, sad situation?
Mismanagement, 100% total mismanagement. I feel like at first I was like, okay, give them the benefit of the doubt. But then when I learned that a lot of the blackouts was intentional because they were losing money and they weren't going to start restoring power until the price, they were given permission to change the price. Nah, I'm not with it anymore. Ruin that smile. We got 11 minutes, Ruth. We got 11 minutes.
Okay, so we do live in a capitalist society, and of course, everybody is. The electric companies are ran by pretty much off the same grid. So, in the event that I'm trying to not curse right now, these fools is crazy. I say, let me know when we make it to 15 minutes.
Well, I'll put in my input and I'll try not to cuss. And then maybe by the time I finish and we can get back to you and we'll be at 11 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We'll try.
Because right now.
Hey, Kendrick, I'm glad you survived this Texas Snowmageddon. or Snowvid 2021. I think it's ridiculous, y'all. I just feel like I don't believe it was just a simple thing as a natural disaster, because that's what they try to tell us, that this has never happened to Texas. When I listen to
They do stuff.
as I watch the news, I see them trying to throw that narrative at us, to try to keep the blame off of them by saying this was a natural disaster. We couldn't have foreseen this. This has never happened. Well, I've been on this earth a long while, if you ask my children. And snow is not new to Texas. Low temps are not new to Texas. Natural disasters are not new to Texas. But what is new to Texas is the people who are funding Texas through tax paying dollars, requiring so much increased energy use to keep their houses warm and things like that. And so the whole thing about them sucking up money and losing money is why all this happened. And I think it just ended up spiraling out of control. And it you know what I'm saying? But I just think that there is someone responsible, and not Mother Nature, for the way that this went. And I don't know if I know you ladies remember, but if you can remember, a few years ago, they had a horrible ice storm. And all the trees and things like that were falling, and power lines were falling, and things like that happened. And you actually saw like live power lines in the streets and things of that nature. And people went a very minimal amount of time at that time without power.
You know what? Let me interject right there. When that snowstorm happened, I was dating a guy who works for a company kind of like Encore. He works for a company called TVEC. And I remember him telling me, if we get a storm worse than this, Texas is going to black out. He's been in this profession for 30 something years. He's quite a bit older than me. But anyway, just say thank you to the journeymen and the linemen and all them that were out there trying to get this power and stuff back up. And when all this, we blacked out, he did call me to check on me and see how we were doing or whatever. And hey, DJ.
Good evening.
And I remember I told him, I said, everything over here is out. And he said, the next to go is going to be the water. He said, if your gas isn't already out, he said, you're going to lose all your utilities. But I checked on him 2 days after I went to my mom's house. And he told me that they were doing 18 on, 6 off. And in those 18 hours, they were sitting at warming stations because ERCOT had not given them the permission to go and put these wires and cables and stuff back together. So they were out there to do it. We had the manpower to get us back up and running within 24 hours. And it was all because of capitalism and because of money. No one wanted to lose this millions and trillions of dollars that Texas is saying we would have lost. And so they decided that our lives were not as important as their dollars, their pockets, while they were sitting in their houses full of money. My friend was out there in the truck freezing. I remember he called, and they were literally doing 18 on. That was as much as they could do. Kind of like the doctors. They have to go to sleep because they're messing with live wires and stuff. But they were sleeping in their trucks, trying to get us back on. So I needed people to understand it was not the workers who was not turning on the power, who wasn't out there picking these power lines up, who wasn't doing these transformers, because they were there. They just didn't have permission to go do it. I also wanted to bring up how you said all those years ago we had that ice storm. I don't think I was in this house. I didn't lose power like that them years ago.
My mom did, but I don't think it was due necessarily. It was the ice storm, but she had a huge tree that fell and knocked out like power lines and things like that. Mm-hmm. So that was a different kind of situation. But when I tell you, those people before the sun came up had those lines run across the street, you know what I'm saying, but safe, but everything back up and running. Because when I looked at my social media and when I see people that I personally know who are telling me they're waking up in the middle of the night because their CPAPs are turning off and they can't breathe and all this other stuff. I mean,
and here's the scary part. I have a CPAP. I called and told them I have a CPAP. Y'all have all of that on file. I cannot go without electricity at night. Do you know they told me ain't nothing they can do about it? That the cold snapped all the wires and everyone is without electricity. That's why we had to go to my mom's house. When I left my house, I kid you not, my smart meter said 32 and it was clicking because it couldn't, you know, how it tries to self-adjust. It couldn't adjust. It was just going click, 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 32, click, 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 32. That was it. I couldn't get it to go any higher or any lower. And it never moved. A lot of the people, like the production team of POV, you know that my water is out. I came home, thought everything was good, got to take the tag off the gas. The gas company came and put all that together. The hot water heater's in my garage. I could hear some water running, go outside, then same thing came back in. Within a minute, the whole wall was gone. And it looked like mashed potatoes. I don't know how long it had been leaking, but you could literally take your hand and do this in the wall and clump out sheetrock. So one half of my house is not usable now. So if someone right now was to ask me about ERCOT or Ted Cruz, they would have to come back in 4 minutes because I ain't trying to lose no money.
It's 7:12. It's 7:12. And it's almost that time. But what I do want to say is I think capitalism is real. If anyone didn't know capitalism is real, they definitely know it now, because I get all the anti-capitalism people like on my Facebook. You know how sometimes we start to feel ourselves a little bit when we make a few dollars, and I'll be like, nah, we ain't making them kind of dollars. I don't think we are right in the boat with everybody else. There are a handful of people that benefit from capitalism, and it's not anybody I've talked to personally. So I just think it's sad, and I think that, and I hate to get back on voting and different things like that, y'all, but we got to do better and be careful of the elected officials that we put in office and the ones that pretend.
No, we need to bring up voting, because that's the only way we're going to get Ted. We're going to get him and Roly Poly out the office is if we go vote. Hopefully enough people saw their mamas and their grandmas and people like Shantae with water in her ceiling dripping, that they'll get out and go to the polls, and we can get some of these people out of this office.
We got to do better. We have to start somehow.
Bro, you may not be cussing, but your face,
we're
catching the vibes. We're getting it.
Your face has cussed out 30% of Dallas.
I'm just trying to figure out, honestly, I'm trying to figure out the disconnect here. Like, because people, we're talking about capitalism. We're seeing it in effect. We're seeing, that, okay, people are complaining about deregulation. Lord have mercy, of electric companies. So there's no regulating it in order so they can inflate prices on your electric bills because there's a demand for it, and and then they have the right to shut everything off because they're not able to make money off the people, but they'd rather them die or starve. And then you see like politicians putting out little letters. I don't know if this is 100% real or accurate, but you have these people putting out letters talking about, stand on your own 2 feet, go take care of your family. Nobody should be doing anything for you.
That was tricky.
But yeah, you're sitting in the comforts of your home with electricity. And then you have other people that are, let's say, you have people that are saying, oh, it's pushing the green policy, Tesla having electricity because the solar panels just wicked that snow right off. It was cool for them. I mean, I'm really trying to figure it out. Like, I'm not understanding what went wrong. One part, we were ill prepared. I don't see why we were ill prepared. But then on the other part, if you are prepared, then that means you are purposely putting people in harm's way, putting people in danger, starving them, like taking resources, the right that we have to resources, away for $1. And then saying, okay, now you can pay for it. But we're going to put you on a payment plan because we know you can't afford it right now. Like, I'm not understanding how anybody in their right mind can justify this behavior. But then all
it's not justifiable.
But then all we can say is, oh, well, you got to go vote. No, it doesn't. I'm going to be quiet because I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding
I mean, you have every right to be pissed because I'm past pissed. It is all about money. All of it. It all comes down to money. And if I didn't know Raymond, then I wouldn't understand it. But DJ asked a question. He was like, he lives by a hotel that never lost power. Hospitals don't lose power. Some of those were, there's a statement, forgive my ignorance, but I live downtown and there's a hotel attached to my building. I didn't have not one issue. I keep reading that consumers close to hospitals and hotels won't ever have issues with this happening. Is this true? Part of it is true. Some hotels did lose business. The way that everything is structured, some businesses are essential and then some are mandatory. So like hospitals are not supposed to ever lose power. They're supposed to have all these backup generators or the first ones to get stuff back on. Then you have essential businesses. So the hotel you were by was probably located close to a highway or a very popular area that does a lot of business. Again, it comes down to money. We're going to keep these lights on because this place makes a lot of money. They're going to continue to contribute to us. As where the hotels around the corner from my house, people were going and paying $80 and $90 to sleep, and they were still waking up cold because they were losing power. It just depends on where you are in the scheme of importance. Are you mandatory or are you just essential? And that's how they turn it back on. So yeah, it all comes down to money. It's just money. That's all it is. And personally, I feel like ERCOT, when we decided not to join the national grid, at that point, ERCOT should have taken the initiative and said, let's step this up and show them that we can be better. And they should have been putting in place the updates we've needed every 2 years. Nothing has been done in like 20, 25 years. Raymond has worked for TVEC 33 years. And he said in them 33 years, he's went to two mandatory like training classes or whatever that talked a little bit about what they were supposed to do, and it never went through in 33 years since the 80s. So no, I think they need to be brought up on charges. I think they need to be kicked out of these offices, and Ted Cruz need to have his ass right along there with him. I don't care how many cases of water he passed out. He needs to be right there with them, because I am not understanding how you got on the plane.
Ted Cruz. Speaking of Ted Cruz, did that incite you guys about him being gone? Huh?
Yeah, he was. Wasn't he on vacation or something when all this?
Yeah, no, he booked a trip and tried to blame his daughters. He tried to say, "Oh, my daughter said she wanted to go on vacation." No, helper. No, she didn't.
He came back and pretended he was, because of all the heat. So he came back, but he headed to Cancun.
Mm-hmm. And he told them on the news that he was taking his daughters and her friends and dropping them off and coming back. No, you wasn't. Because when you bought that ticket to take you and keep you there until Thursday. You wanted to come home on the tail end. Stop lying. Sell that mess to Karen. We know. Keisha's no. We ain't playing with you. We knew exactly what you were doing. But no, I'm talking.
I almost feel like he wanted to be seen though, because let's think about this, y'all. He's a senator, right? He was in the middle of a commercial airport. Easily seen, easily spotted. He's Ted Cruz. He didn't even have to go off into that area. People like that have special doors that they can go in and different ways that they get onto airplanes. There was a reason why he allowed that to be
I don't think he was expecting to be seen or wanted to be seen. I think he felt like if he was seen, then he wouldn't catch this much of the backlash, following our ex-president. He thought, oh, everybody will sweep this under the rug. He'll be all right. Girl, I saw that. She talking about the hotel, the $900. We had a Ramada over here that was charging $478. I wasn't going. But now I think he's trying to pass out water, which is too little too late. And he wants to take pictures. And he's talking about stand with Texas. We through standing with you. We want you and Roly Poly to go and jump off that cliff. That's exactly what we want you to do. We want you to catch ERCOT on the way down. Because I'm done. He would have been better off if he would have sent his kids and said, listen, I'm going to get my kids somewhere, but I'm going to stay here. Because hell, I was even trying to get my kids out. I would have stayed here if there was no room for me to go. So I would have understood that from a parent's point of view. But you're going to blame your kids. And you can see how weak the law was, because when they interviewed him on Channel 4, when he was in the airport, he was like, well, my daughters wanted.
Well, he apologized, which allows you to know that he knew he was wrong because he apologized
Too
for it.
little to stop apologizing. Stop doing stuff that you gotta apologize for. You grown.
And he said it was a case of bad judgment. So he knew that he was full of it. You know what I'm saying? And I am so sick of certain leaders. I like to use that term loosely, that are allowed to just kind of do whatever because we're so-called a Republican state. And they have this attitude of you take care of yourself. What does that have to do with me? But when you take an oath as a leader and you stand for the people and the people are paying you, I feel like you have an obligation. I mean, damn, dude, lie to me. Tell me, lie to me a little. Make me think that you were in the struggle like everybody else that was, you know what I'm saying, in Texas. Like,
You're not gonna do that because people have conditioned, this generation to not be politically correct. Nobody cares about that anymore. At least back in the day, yeah, they used to do that. They lie their behinds off. Now they don't have to lie. Be just as scandalous as possible until the general public says, okay, nah, you kind of went too far. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, that's the only reason why he apologized, because he got caught. Because he was not going to apologize.
Yeah, what you expect to see is this politician to come outside all bundled up and freezing, and oh my God, I'm going through this with you. And then he go back into his cozy house with 12 fireplaces and lights, power, and gas. But you know what I'm saying? But he's making the people that voted for him believe that he's right in it with you. And he's like, first thing in the morning, he should be out on the lines passing out water and different things like that. But
no, politicians weren't the only ones. We had a lot of religious leaders who caught flack because everybody was like, oh, you're not opening your churches. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. Personally, my church was open the first night. We lost power and water.
I quit depending on religious leaders. That's a whole nother. We need to do a whole nother.
You know what? My church is very active. We're not a big one. We're not a mega church. We're a small church, but we do a lot for our community. We were frozen solid. Like, we didn't have service in the building today because we have 19 bursted pipes.
But it's the small, I'm gonna call them mom and pop churches. That's what I'm gonna call them. The small congregations who they are always seem to willing to step up, but the ones mega churches who make millions, and I'm not exaggerating, millions off of people who believe if they don't show up and do right, they won't go to heaven because they got to give. But when it come down to needing you, like there were no one that should have been cold who was a member or lived around a mega church. That's stupid.
It broke our hearts to tell people we have no electricity. You can come in, and we don't. Our building doesn't have fireplaces, so like we were having people in just to shelter, but it was also an issue of trying to comply with COVID because my pastor is a city council leader, so they look at us, they real hard.
Right, Shantae, they sure do. Well,
my pastor doesn't have a luxury car. He got an old beat up truck, and we tried to get this man.
Saying, where are they? Where's old Bryant?
I don't know, but Pastor Webb was freezing with everybody in Irving,
and baby mama's in the back seat. Where was he at? Driving up the. Anyway, where are they?
I don't know.
Where are they? These people? I don't understand it. And do y'all have anything else on this topic? I don't. I mean,
I don't, because I'm waiting on Rue to go off.
So what? No. I ain't going to look. I need to know what the solution is and like what's going to happen after this. And now that we've went through all this, are they going to make Texas more prepared for the next thing? Are we going to regulate electric companies? Are we going to move over?
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's still going to go up because people are about to get these electric bills. It's far from over. People are about to get these electric bills that are hundreds of dollars, and all hell is about to break loose.
Yeah. So is there going to be an electric bill forgiveness program now? And everybody's they're pushing for these stimulus and stuff. Is again, what did I say? I said, where is it going to come from? Where's the money going to come from? Where are you going to get the money from? What they do? Electric companies shut down everybody and hiked up the bill. Guess what? Now you got to pay somebody. Look, this y'all can call it conspiracy all y'all want to, but the government know exactly what the hell they doing. They know exactly.
Brittany said, "Are we gonna be without AC in the summer?" I hope not. Just honestly, I can deal with it being hot more than cold because I have, with RA and OA, I can't do the cold like that. The hot is, but I can,
But you saw how they put out the media with going back to the green policy, talking about switching over to solar. So why we need to heighten wind energy and all these renewable, sustainable energy platforms. Like now you see why how they're pushing for it. Everything is tied to something.
You're right.
So I feel like this should be the biggest wake up call right now of what the politicians are trying to do.
Tesla is about to be booming. Because everybody is freaking out. And I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the first things we said. Man, that Tesla solar panel, that's what everyone is saying. But I know of a few people who actually had the solar panels and they also went without. It didn't work.
Really?
It didn't work the entire time like that. They only hold so much. They only hold so much energy themselves, so it didn't work the entire time.
What'd you say, Rue?
Yeah, because that's on a smaller scale. But if the energy company itself was powered by solar or powered by wind, then that might be a different outcome. That's on a smaller scale. Of course, it's only going to generate so much energy. That's why you have to use it in conjunction with the energy company that you have. That's why they promote it that way. Yeah. So now we got to see how they're pushing this, because you had the blizzards coming, so everybody needs to go shop so that you can stay inside, right? That's a corporation right there that just boomed just like that. Then you have, you need AC, you need heat. The electricity hiked up, the prices went down. Boom, there we go. Now your solar panel don't work, so now this is why we need this other energy source. Now what's coming out? Now we gave you stimulus payments, so now you're gonna have to pay us back because your electric bill is so high. Like, everything happens for a reason. I need to see, how is everybody planning on getting out of this? What is the expectation? What is everybody gonna do?
Honestly, I think after this, the hype of it will go away because everyone will slowly become comfortable again. And I think it will no longer be talked about that the way. I'm just saying. I think, thank God this supposedly only happens every 10 years or so. But I don't think anything's going to happen. I don't think there will be any positive outcome of this, other than
I think the energy is going to die.
Earning a lot of money.
They've been pushing this since the 90s.
And people losing their electricity because I don't think people will be able to pay, and they'll start losing their power. I think they'll turn it off. So I think we're going to have an issue with that. And I think that people will be, the people without a whole lot of money will be expected to kind of help donate and kind of help fund other people to pay off their electric bills, when we know there are people in much higher places who could take care of everybody's and be done with it. But that's capitalism for you again. And I don't think there'll be a positive outcome to this. I just hope it doesn't happen again.
Move us on, Ms. Devin.
All right, y'all. Simps and pick-me's. And let me tell you how old I am. My daughter posted some stuff of me on her TikTok. And she was like, Ma, there's a whole lot of simps in here trying to holler at you, talking about, is my mama single? And I was like, simps? I thought that was a simpleton. She was like, no. And then she sent me like a definition of people who do crazy things to get someone. Those are simps. People who go out of their way to get your attention or to holler at you. I thought it meant simpleton. So, Rue, we all write that together. So simps and pick-me-shus are pretty much the same people.
I thought a simp, not just crazy, but like they just did over the top extra stuff. So I don't know. It's so much. Like, I'm with you, Devin. I don't know. I don't like these terms, simps and pygmies. I feel like people can do whatever they want. If you want to go and spend $1 million on your first date, then go do it. It's not what I want, but go do it.
This is pushing this stupid alpha beta crap again. Like,
Yep.
oh, you do this for a woman, then you're a beta, blah blah blah. Man, you know what? Half them alphas that are sitting there talking all that mess, y'all ain't got no women in the first place. And if you do got a woman, it's not worth having. Like, I'm sorry, they're probably running game on you because
it all came back up because of Russell Simmons. No, Russell. What is his name? The football player.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. When he said he was scared to lose Sierra. Oh, men lost it. Oh, how you gonna be scared to lose your woman? That's just a woman, and she future ex baby mom. You know, all this kind of stuff. And then what's his name? Michael B. Jordan. You know, he did extra for Lori Harvey. So everybody, oh, you stupid, you simple. What?
That's how it used to be. That's how everything is supposed to work.
That's why I'm like, why are y'all so upset about it? I feel like the men that are coming out calling people simps, one, you can't afford to do what these other men are doing. And I feel like you hate women. I agree with you, Brittany. You hate women. You don't want us to have any kind of an opinion. You want us to be devalued. You know, you're trying to push this agenda of, oh, I'm God's gift. Wrong. The words say I'm your gift. And I don't give a damn. Yeah, we 30 minutes in. I don't give a damn who say what and do what. You will never see me being with a man that's going to tell me I'm not worth a flower and I'm not worth the extra. Because, baby, I'm going to walk you right through the door. You will not, don't even come back. Because I know my worth. Regardless of what X, Y, and Z say, no, Now, I'm not one of the women that want all that extra stuff, but get off of this simps and pick me. We are never going to get back to loving each other and having genuine relationships and conversations if every time someone steps outside the box and says, this is what I want to do to show my person that I love them, if they are continuously hit and beat over the head with negative narratives, we are never going to fix this, ever. And I raised my children, I got 3. If that's what you feeling, express it. I mean, and oh God, somebody brought up Boosie. Shantae?
Can somebody cancel Boosie?
Please. Because if he get on there talking about anybody else's relationship, I swear to God. Oh.
I'm gonna say this because I'm really sick of this. People go into relationships with an expectation to receive, and they don't even think about the gifting part. You're giving yourself your time to somebody else. And there are no rules. There are no there's no explanation for how you feel about someone if you actually care about them. And it shouldn't be based off of what you're going to get from the person. So if you're doing something with an expectation for reciprocation, then it's not going to work because you can't expect the unexpected. Like, you have no idea what's going to happen. You can only go by how people treat you. And you have to have a worth about yourself. So sitting there telling a guy that, oh, you shouldn't do these things for people, because that's a cat and mouse thing. The cat and mouse game needs to be over and done with. Like, it's about, do you care about this person? How do you show that you care about this person? Look at their interests. It's not even just about buying stuff. It's about showing the person that you're interested. And if you can't do that, then you are emotionally not intelligent. You don't even know how you feel about yourself to sit there and tell somebody that they're not worth the effort. That's ridiculous. Y'all need to get over that mess, get past that mess, and start loving unconditionally. There is no condition.
You know, I've been called to pick me. I was called to pick me by someone, a part of TFG. She inboxed me and she said, all that you doing is extra and you make it hard for women like me. And I didn't respond when she first did it. I'm pretty sure y'all know who it is, because when she sent it to me, I contacted Lamar because I was like, what all can I say before y'all get in trouble? But the comment I had made, but
hold on, I missed it. What did you just say?
A woman in one of the groups that's a part of TFG inboxed me and told me I was a pick me because I had made this post about what I was cooking for my boyfriend and his lunches and all this and what I was doing. And she said I was doing too much. I was making it hard for women like her, and I needed to come out of the 50s, and I needed this and X, Y, and Z. And so I just I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't want to go off on the page or the inbox because I didn't know what the repercussions were. So I was like, okay, yeah, Brittany, you know who it is, because that pick me is her favorite word. So when I did comment, I politely, I gave her Christian. She got all the cuss words, all the pretty, colorful, everything. She got it all. I'm not one of them women who feel like yes, I know I'm God's gift, but I don't think I'm just over and above and beyond that. I want a man to come in and do everything for me and me not do anything. I'm personally a giver. It makes me happy to know that you like the food that I cook for you. It makes me happy to know that I don't have to be a size 2 and her down my ass, that you still love me for me. And I can't show you that appreciation. Like the guy that I'm with now, my car, I don't have flat tires because when he gets here, he makes sure my tires are aired up. I don't get below a half a tank of gas. Right now, I need groceries. When he gets here tomorrow, he ain't gonna go to the store, but he gonna give me the money to go get groceries. And this isn't stuff that I can't do for myself. This is just his way. His love language is provision. So why can't I, with some of them groceries that he buy, fix his lunch for the week?
And
why can't I, if he's here, wash his clothes? And so that is bull. And then if that's gonna make him pick me, so what? I really want to. But what I said.
Can I make a public service announcement for some of the men? Let me look right into the camera here. The women who pick you and that allow you to be with them, and they don't do, and you treat them like crap, you talk to them like crap, you are no good to them, and they pick you. Let me let you in on a little secret. That hoe don't give a damn about you. She only with you because of in some way, shape, or form you benefit her. And the first time she find another you that can do what you do, but a little better with a little bit more, she gonna drop your ass and she gonna move right on, or she gonna use you.
Go and tell them why they there.
You gonna end up on the episode of Snapped because you didn't.
She with you because of something called big dick syndrome. That's the only reason why she there. Because when she find a bigger dick with a bigger wallet, I bet she bounce. Yep. I promise you, she is gone. Y'all stop playing with him. Y'all know. You all know. I'm okay.
You have
ignore me.
The dawn of time too. Y'all were put on this earth to cater to us. I'm sorry. And you already know, look, anytime a man has ever done something, whether they try to be successful, it's to get a woman. Whether they get a brand new car, it's to get a woman. It's whether they get a big house. Guess what? It's to get a woman. So just sit there and talk about what you not gonna do. Talk about simping. Oh, that's simping. Who cares? Do what you do to get this partner. Damn it.
And to the ladies, for you who believe that men who go out of their way to court you, because for you youngins, courting was a thing at one time. That's what men did. They courted women to get them. And for you women who think that a man courting you means he's a simp or a lame or whatever the new term is, you are very highly likely to end up with a man who treats you like dog.
Thank you. You make it hard for women like us that actually care about that stuff. Don't be calling no dude no simp because he's showing you love. Get the hell out of here with that mess. Hell wrong with y'all.
I guarantee you, all the relationships I've had, none of them can sit up here and truthfully say we split up because she didn't do for me. I like doing that. I work in the corporate world. I'm a city girl, but I'm a country girl at heart. What'd you say, Devin?
You expect it in return. You're not going out of your way and doing everything for him, and he just show up and you're down once a week. You know what I'm saying? He has to make some kind of effort to stay within your space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which makes you not a pick me.
And see, like that was the relationship that I saw. My grandma did that for my dad. I mean, for my papa. My mama did it for my dad. Like the nights that he stays over, during the summer, he has to be out at like 4:00 in the morning. I don't mind going in there and cooking. Now, in the beginning, I did because I'm not a morning person. So I was used to everybody eating breakfast at 6 something when I normally cook. But because he's leaving early, Why not? I mean, if you think about it, I would rather him eat what I know I've cooked and I know is healthier than him stopping at McDonald's every day and getting them nasty biscuits and stuff. And then he's out there in the field somewhere and he have a heart attack. Then what? So call me whatever you want. But remember, while you're calling me, I'm laying next to my man who's paying part of my bill because he wants to, not because I need it, but because he's choosing to take care of me. While you sitting over there mad, upset in the corner on TFG posting about what a man ain't gonna, what you don't want and what he can't do and what he can't talk to you by your damn self. Playing with your rose wherever you got it because that's it. That's all you got.
Y'all are some desensitized people, man. If there are people that really think that way, y'all are very. I don't know what's wrong. Who raised y'all?
Rue, you need to go through some of the other some of the posts on his and hers. Baby, she had some folks very stirred up.
And
I had to.
I don't want men to feel like they have to compare to Williams. Russell Wilson. If you look at it on both ends, I don't want them to think they have to be able to provide everything he has and do everything he has, because that's not what women are talking about when they say they admire Russell Wilson. It's because he puts his wife on a pedestal and he don't care who knows it. He tells everybody publicly how much he loves her and he don't care who knows it. He loves her.
Yeah, I don't even care if he did it in public or private. I admire it because he's not scared to love her like that. I admire it because he's teaching his son.
I don't think a man should feel weak because other men know that he cherishes his woman.
Right, because isn't that the point that's the point of life in general. If you're looking at it from that perspective, that's the point of life, is finding someone you can walk through life with. And if you're putting stipulations on that, you're not gonna find anybody. Nor is somebody gonna find you. Like, cause y'all both don't know how to act. God dang it. I don't know how else the way to put it. Like, you cannot put stop.
It's gonna be a lot of single people still hoeing around in their 50s, 60s, and 70s because when it was time to show someone you appreciated them, you were too worried about your homeboys. And like my friend now, that's the first thing he say. I am not trying to impress no niggas. He was like, I wanted you. He said, if I was worried about them, I'd have been over there. He was like, I saw you. I wanted you. I've been here. Okay.
And women who want the simp, that's the woman you want to be with, not the woman who would call you a simp.
Exactly. And then you got to think about it from your perspective, like from your personal perspective. Don't you want to feel that love? Don't you want to feel appreciated? Like you don't like it when somebody's dogging you out. You don't like it when somebody's telling you ain't shit. Like, so why wouldn't you accept that? Like,
y'all know I got trust issues and all my relationship issues. I'm so spoiled that, like, I don't know, if this don't work, the next one he gonna have some work to do because when I say I've gotten used to the point where I don't worry about a lot of stuff anymore. Like, it is truly refreshing to have someone say, I care about you, I love you, I don't give a damn who knows it, and this is how I'm going to show it. And even if it wasn't money, it would be other stuff that he was doing. And I don't want anyone to think that it's just money.
That's all we want. Yeah, a nice bag, a pair of shoes every now and then is okay. But we really want to be treated. We really want to be treated right. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're taking care of your business, you can buy your own bag and your own shoes. But you know what I'm saying? We just want to be treated right. You know, and I think you can look at a pick me in a different way, because I know some pick me females who literally lower their standards as low as they can go to get the attention of a man who treats them badly.
And you know, hold on. It's not that they're lowering their standards, is that they're seeing the potential in that person, in that individual, and it may be just skewed. Like, you're looking at a potential, you're looking at a possible. It's like holding a hand of spades and saying, I got one in a possible. That possible may not be it, but we're gonna roll with it. That's what they're doing. So women, stop doing that mess. And men, the same thing. Stop doing that. When you see the signs, move around. If it's that issue of being a simp or a pick me or this, then that ain't the person you need to be with anyway, because that value system needs to go away. That's not how that works. That's not how real relationships are formed, because all that mess go out the window when you're really looking at a potential mate to actually spend the rest of your life with. Does not apply anymore.
I'm sorry, Brittany. He doesn't. He has some friends, so maybe I can give you a call after the show. We'll talk about it.
All right.
All right, y'all. A quick sway to the last topic, which I'm actually sad to discuss. Ayesha Curry posted a photo of her. It's a nude photo, a photo I feel is very tasteful, but a nude photo. And she is getting so much backlash. The Christians are coming for her and asking, is she really even a Christian? The women are coming for her, saying that her marriage must be in turmoil or she must be losing her husband because for her to be posting this, she's obviously seeking attention. And then at the same time, they're also calling her a hypocrite because she made a comment many, many years ago about someone wearing pasties out of Starbucks, which I don't know, I think I would have judged too. You ladies think about the photo of Ayesha Curry.
I mean, the photo itself to me is tasteful. However, anytime you post any photos, of course you're seeking a little attention. I mean, if I posted that photo, I'd be like, okay, give me all the comment. I want the likes. Like, I know I'm fine. Like, you people know that's vanity. Everybody has a little vanity in them. Who cares? Like, so what? But I get the perspective of if you're gonna post stuff like that, you're gonna get the backlash that you're not being godly. You're not, that's supposed to be for your husband's eyes only. And I don't think she showed anything that was tasteless. Like, she's not showing her body parts. It was legs and arms. Like, that was art to me.
I thought it was like art.
Yeah.
Okay. Couple things. Coming from the model side, do you know how much freaking time we have to talk ourselves up and confidence we have to put in our brains to even do those poses? So when we're sitting there, what's going through our minds is not, oh, let me be super sexy so I can entice this woman's husband. Oh, let me get up here and show my ass so I can make sister so-and-so mad. And yeah, I'm a little heated about this because I have been where she's at. That woman took them pictures. She sat up there and she said, I'm pretty, I'm gorgeous, whatever. I'm going to take these photos. Her husband is the only authority that matter. Her husband said, baby, I like this. Post this one. So coming as a woman that goes to church with Christians, I would have politely took my picture, hit that bitch in her face and said, fuck you. My husband likes this photo. I really don't. And I say that with all honesty because I've had women come to me. I did, y'all saw the pictures. If producer, if you got it, you can put it up. I don't really care. I did a couple pictures and somebody found mine and I'm a youth director. Oh, well, she don't need to be messing with, teaching them girls if that's what she's teaching them. What am I teaching them? Body confidence? What are you mad about? Because I'm confident in my skin and you're not? From the Christian aspect, oh, you're supposed to be modest. You're causing him sin. Who the hell is holding his hand telling him that I'm the reason for his fault? That's your brain. I can't control what's in your damn head. You need to go and work on whatever that issue is that made you look at my picture and say, oh, now I'm erect and I don't want to have sex with my wife anymore. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Because I guarantee you, if you got hot and horny from looking at me, you was hot and horny from looking at Sister Stephanie, and you and her was probably back there doing something that didn't have no business doing. One of her kids might be yours. So don't take that insecurity and issue out on me. I promise you, I am tired of people sprinkling sugar on shit and calling it spaghetti. Stop. We are grown. There it is. That's the one. Oh, they lost their damn minds. Oh my God, her titties out. I'm a G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I can put on a sweatshirt. Guess what? I'm 6'2" and I'm a G. You gonna see titties. If titties bother you that much, do not come outside because I'm not covering them up. I'm hot. In Texas, it's 150 degrees. Guess what? I'm going to have on something strapless. I think Ayesha had every right to put that on, every right to not put that on, every right to post that picture, every right to take that picture. Everybody got a right to voice their opinions, but guess what? I hope and pray that Ayesha go home and take another one and throw another one up there. Because damn it, if my skin was that flawless, I'd be oiled up and on everybody's magazine cover every damn day and wouldn't care. I'd post with the Bible. Hey, y'all, do you know how many times sex is referenced in the Bible? And then everybody that's Christian want to sit up here and act like they not having sex. How the hell we get all these little bitty Christians running around here?
Well, let me
and you can't tell me your wife coming in with a church robe is turning you on.
But let me tell you what that really was, though. That was an insecurity of those women. These are women who have men who that they feel like easily get the attention of other women, and they are afraid that this other woman with sex appeal is going to take away their husbands. They're not the type of woman, like a lot of women like myself, who is not stupid enough to believe that my man who is straight will not notice a woman at the grocery store that look a certain kind of way. If your man is the type that will walk away with somebody who posted a sexy photo, because let's be honest, he probably don't want your damn husband. She don't want your husband no way. You know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly what I was going to say. Most of the time,
and it might be
we don't want them in.
But these are women who are very insecure, and they have those kind of men. And that also kind of tells you what may be going on in their household. They man may be with Sister Sharon, Sister Margaret. They back there with Miss Shirley, and they doing
that's what's going on.
So when you post those pictures, it just makes them more insecure because they feel like now when you walk into the church, pastor ain't gonna be able to focus on what he's focusing on because he's thinking about that picture that you took. But what I want to say is, how did you and pastor even see the picture?
Oh, and that was my baby, because I brought that up when they brought me before, and they were like, "Well, we just want to know, we just want to know what possessed you to take this picture." I said, first of all, it was my 40th birthday, and my producer said, "We need you to take pictures because we're passing this line." Okay. That check came in the mail. I was like, "Thank you. That's what possessed me to pass it, to take it." Well, would you like your daughters to do it? My oldest daughter did my makeup and was in the other room saying, "Mama, move your leg like this. Mama, move your hand this way." I said, so I'm not seeing the issue. I don't want your husband. And then I asked him, I said, so how did y'all find him? Because those pictures were only on my Instagram and on my comp cards. So somebody was searching for me to find those pictures because they're not on Facebook. They're not hanging in the church. I said, so that's the issue that you need to go and address. How you found my picture.
There's a woman somewhere on social media that was much sexier than you. And I promise you, lady, your husband seen that picture.
Girl, listen, this is the funny part. The main one that had an issue with it, her husband has a foot fetish. Now, so you want me to wear boots now too? So I got to wear sweatpants, turtlenecks, and boots because your husband think I got pretty feet. Listen, you don't get on somewhere.
I'm petty. I'm liable to show up at church with flip-flops on.
Baby, look, you're playing. The next 3 Sundays, that's what I had. And then I put on some black heels that were like 4 inches tall with my toes out and had them painted red with sparkles. Don't play with me.
I definitely think you should consult with your partner when you do stuff like that, because I post pictures every now and then that look nice. But what people don't know is my man usually find the photo and he was like, I thought you were gonna post that picture. So if the person that you're with is secure with what you're doing, I don't care what, like, I don't see why other people. Now, if you work in a certain job where it could affect your job as far as like modesty and things like that, then I can understand you may be second guessing that. I can't think of what job those pictures would affect. I'm talking about like nude photos or something, but like, cause your picture, her picture was very tasteful. There was nothing to see. If you saw anything, you had a magnifying glass and you was really trying to make something out of nothing.
It's 2021. If you're not happy with the way you look and it's causing you to be insecure, or your partner isn't happy with the way you look and you want to change yourself, go change it. I mean, you can buy a booty in Mexico for $4,000. So go do what's, I'm serious. Do what's gonna make you happy. I mean, I don't want nobody's husband but my own. I don't want nobody's boyfriend, none of that. I'm not posing, and I'm pretty sure Ayesha was not posing. I put that on life. She wasn't posing to go get nobody else's man.
It was those women
who she married to.
They were scared their men were going to see the picture.
How is that a problem?
And they were going to get enticed by the picture. But Ayesha does not want your husband. She don't want your husband. And even if she do, that's a problem between you and your husband. I mean,
Stop projecting on me.
He just waiting on the next woman that look halfway decent to take him. And that's something that y'all need to work through if you feel like
Because babe, I'll be in the grocery store with mine, and I'll be like, oh, look at her booty. I'm gonna buy that in February. And he be dying laughing. I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna get some of this stomach put back. I ain't gonna buy a whole new one. Or, I'll be like, oh, baby, I want you to go have a muscle transplant, so you can, buck up, and so I take all the trauma and hurt and insecurities and I turn it around. Women need to stop judging other women. We need to step back and say, okay, wait a minute. Before I get mad at her posting that, why is that making me uncomfortable? What is really the root issue? Therapy is available for everybody. And since it's damn pandemic, you can get online and go to therapy. You ain't even got to go to nobody's office anymore. Go get some help with your own issues.
Go to Miami and buy you something or something she got. It might not turn out like that, or you might look like a hot mess. I ain't
going to Miami. I'm telling y'all.
I recommend
I'm gonna go buy my booty in Mexico.
First, love yourself and be secure in your skin before you start going to get stuff.
Don't quit laughing at me. Because I'm going to Mexico for $5,000. I can go. One person can go with me, and they put you in a hotel room. You have the surgery the next day, and then you have like a little ensuite. I know because I went with a friend.
You gonna fill your booty with avocado meat. Don't you go up in there and try to get those people trying to.
No, I want the fat from my stomach.
I volunteer.
See, thank you.
Yeah. Brittany just mentioned that the men are giving her static about it.
The men are giving her static about it because the comment that she made at the red table talking about, she just wanted to, still if she got it or see if she got it, because the comment was about her husband, how women are always in his DMs or whatever. And she just kind of wants to feel like, people other than her husband want her too. And I get it. That does not mean that she's still trying to attention seek, from that aspect.
And that all goes back to them. If they weren't so damn visual and wanting fake booties, ass, titties, and long hair, then she wouldn't be doing it. So I mean, I'm very biased on this. I've been subjected to what Ayesha's going through, sis. I'm sorry for it. Keep going.
Like wanting likes and comments, because basically, like you said, but her wanting likes and comments does not mean she passing out booty like flyers.
Hey, so what? Everybody is vain. Everybody wants to feel like that, they still got it, especially when you get older and you hit, like, I'm 34. So when I hit 34, I realized my body don't bounce back like it used to. So I mean, like, all up in my husband's face.
Girl, just wait.
I want to know if I look good sometimes. Shoot, just tell me yes.
I can remember him telling me, you don't have to spend $80, $90 on all that lingerie. We just want what's under it. But sir, I need the gift wrap because I see what's under it every day. I need it to look special and pretty. Let me have my time. And he enjoys the gift wrapping as well. He know he gonna get the gift on the inside, but I want to be pretty. I want to look nice. I think folks need to mind their own damn business. Exactly, Shantae. Men run around buying lace fronts and lace beards and fake muscles and because they want to see if they still got it. Come on, y'all. Let's be honest. It's 2021.
Plant that was a hot mess that was on old boy head the other day, so they do it too. He spent $30,000 to look a hot mess. He looked like he got chlamydia on his head. That looked a hot mess, and he spent money for that. Like, he may need I don't know if it's bug spray, what he gonna put on that to fix it, but he need a refund.
Come here, AJ.
But men spend money as well to try to make themselves look good, and women also they post nice photos and things like that because they also want the attention. But I guess they get upset with Ayesha Curry because she gets more attention
on the ground. Yeah, Tory Lanez had a big bald spot.
Chad, it looked like, how men sometimes have them struggle beards. It's like he had the struggle beard on top of his head. That's what that.
I think you just need to go and shave it off. Just let it go. I mean, it's gone.
Let it go. Let that itch go. Or find somebody that actually know how to do a regular hair transplant, or do like LeBron James and get that what you call it when he be spraying on them hairlines.
Get that black ice or them fibers.
Yeah, like do like LeBron, except LeBron, he be forgetting because he be sweating and black stuff be going down the They got way too much money to be having them kind of problems, y'all.
Right.
Beijing, I think is what it was. LeBron, they need.
I remember that. Yeah.
Beijing, girl. They got way too much money to have them kind of problems. Way too much money. They can hire somebody to do them right. Final thoughts. Women, love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can spend a few dollars and it'll help.
$5,000 in Mexico. I'm telling you, get your bestie and go.
I am done with y'all. No. I don't even know what my final thought is. I lost it when she said go to Mexico. Yeah, y'all. Hey, be planning. Take care of y'all families. Take care of y'all homes. Have a plan just in case some stuff don't go how you think it's supposed to go. And don't worry about nobody else but your own self. Don't get up on there talking about somebody else, how they should be more righteous, and who cares? Worry about your own self. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, y'all know I'm a silly person. I'm very emotional. I don't hide it. I don't keep it. But one of the things I do for my therapy is I paint. And this is what I did. Can y'all see it? Where's it at? I can't get all of us on there. Okay.
There we go.
So I did this. Rue, me, and Devin. Y'all, I had to stalk y'all damn Facebook page. Why are we not friends on Facebook? I'm trying to find pictures of y'all.
I thought we were.
I thought we were too.
There's a girl named Misty, and I felt like I seen you commenting on anyway.
I was like, we done a whole damn season of shows, but anyway,
But I have your phone number, so I figured that, I don't know.
I don't know, y'all. Just
we gotta do that.
That's my final thoughts. Everybody be happy. Love everybody. Thank you, Brittany.
So cute.
Not even gonna say love everybody. Just be. I'm a little heated on this episode.
Love everybody. I say love.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah,
I'm working on that one.
Like you would love the children.
You can love people and side eye them at the same time.
Yeah.
You can.
I want you to see. I'm not side eyeing you. You need to look right here and see all of this. My face is gonna tell you before my words. Like I fix my mouth, but my face no.
Like the OGs say, just feed them with a long handled spoon, but you can love them.
I don't know, because I'm trying to jam that spoon in their mouth. So,
But
I'm gonna pass their plate. I'm gonna get a plate to Devin and let Devin feed y'all.
Right. Y'all be healthy, be safe. I hope everybody recovers from this well. I believe in God, y'all. I'm sorry. I've said prayers and for everybody and their families to hope everyone gets through this. I worry about the remnants of it. I'm praying people don't lose their power. And I know some people are still without water and things like that because of plumbing issues and still waiting on a plumber to arise. So I think we've come together well as a community, and I just hope that continues.
Oh, and get backup generators for y'all houses, man.
Yeah, and quit doing like folks did. They went and got generators and then sold them back to people or took them back to Home Depot when it was over. I'm gonna need you to quit. I'm gonna need you to. God saw that. I'm gonna need you to do better.
Don't take them to Home Depot. Bring them to me. I'll buy them.
Right. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like and subscribe. Hit that alert notification bell so that you can join in on the live chats. As you can see, we have a lot of fun here. Thank you guys again for watching. Be blessed. Good night.